Hello everyone, welcome to Joe and Zach's Survival. Today we're going to do a wild edibles video on the Common Tansy plant. It's not a plant that we're going to eat as a green or anything like that. We're simply going to use it for a spice. But let's get a closer look at it, we'll discuss it, and so you'll know this plant when you see it. Well, here we can get a closer look. They got these real pretty yellow flowers on there, and they have almost fern-like leaves. You can see this here. But this flower here, what we're going to do is collect some of the leaves and the flowers. Either one can be used, and we'll dry them out, and you can use it as a spice. It'll taste just like sage. You don't want to use a whole lot of it because it's real strong. As far as why we don't want to eat the leaves or anything like that, because if you eat high quantities of this, it's got an oil in there that can be fatal. So the interesting thing about this plant is it's such a good insect repellent that people before they had screens would pick this and they would put it in their windowsill to keep the bugs away when the windows were open. And another thing, because it keeps the bugs and stuff away, years ago before we had refrigeration and stuff like that, when they would be shipping meat from one place to another, they would put a layer of meat, they would put a layer of tansy, then a layer of meat and a layer of tansy, and that would help to keep the bugs away, and it also had an effect on it that would keep it from rotting for a certain amount of time. And another thing that this was used for was in funerals. This was the main funeral plant. This would always be put inside the caskets, so when you went to a funeral, everything would smell like tansy. Again, it would keep the bugs away, and it had an effect to keep it from decomposing. But after a while, this plant was then considered to be like the death plant. So anyway, it's got an interesting history, but all we're going to do with it, we just want to pick some of these and we'll dry them out, and then later on, after it's dried out and stuff, we'll do a video on it, and we'll just use it as a sage type spice. But anyway, you got a good look at this, what this plant looks like. It's pretty, pretty much when you see it, you'll know what it is now, because there isn't anything that I've seen that looks like it. So anyway, there's our video on the Common Tansy. Thanks for watching the Joe and Zach Survival channel.